one would go west. So when they split up, they made an agreement that they would learn everything that there was to learn from the land. The animal, the people, the minerals, the weather, everything that there was possible to learn. So the ones that went east and west, they described the things that they encountered, the people, the plants, the animals. And they both came back and they kind of had a similar experience where they had gone out and then they had came across these mountains. And after they came past the mountains, they had reached large lakes that they could not pass anymore. So then they went up a little bit and down a little bit, but it wasn't it wasn't for them to go north or south. They were just to go west and come back. So they came back and they shared the knowledge between each other and they shared what they had seen. So then they came back into the Dakota Territory, which is now Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, and that area. And then afterwards, it was the ones that went north. And the ones that went north, they described how they had gone north and they kept going north. And they described a place called Alyeska. Alyeska kind of means like a white ridge. So if you kind of connect that with like Alaska, I thought that was pretty interesting, just some of our words. And maybe that's evidence that we traveled quite a bit around. And I guess I don't know the history of where Alaska comes from as a name. But we had described this place that up north that we called Alyeska, a white ridge. And after they came to this white ridge, they weren't able to pass it anymore. So then they decided, we'll turn back. So they went back to our original homelands. After that, it was the people that went south. For a long, long time, they were thought they had been deserted and lost, all of them dead. Well, what happened is they had gone south and they kept going south. So first they described that they entered into a desert. It was very dry for a long time, and they described how they went through there. After that, they encountered a jungle, and when they were in the jungle, they described that they had seen a Shunkawachasha, which means literally a man dog, but it was describing that this being had a tail like a dog, but it was kind of shaped like a man. So there we can see the connections again, that our people went into South America or in Central America and had seen the monkeys in that area, but they further went south. And they again described there's the vast jungles that they had encountered in that area, how thick it was in the canopies, and they kept going south. And then they described how when they kept going south that they entered a dry area, which is now the Tierra del Fuego in southern South America. And for a long time, our people here thought they had been dead. But all along, every time that we had traveled, we had left people behind. Some people got sick and stayed with the people there. We also picked up people from everywhere we went, from the deserts to the rainforest, and we just kept going and going. Eventually, our people here, those three big bands that had traveled east, west, and north, they had noticed that there was a large band coming from the north. So they got scared. They decided, well, let's gather our people and kind of confront them, make sure it's not a big war party coming to take our place where we live. So as this band from the north came closer and closer, they realized that it was their own people who had traveled all the way across the world, and they had kept going south until they had come from the north. So that's one of the stories I wanted to share with you, that our people really did travel across the world. And we have these stories that are really important, that we acknowledge that we've got roots, even though that we sometimes divide ourselves as in one tribe, that there really are a lot of connections between all of us, even like with the rest of the world. So, and thank you for listening. I also have a gift from USD that I'd like to share with I don't know, the people of here. So if you guys want to come up, so I can gift you guys that, or USD can gift you our gift. Whoever the hosts are for this thing. Yep. Yeah. I'm just gonna go grab it.
So there'll be, could we have Trisha, Cynthia, who else is here from Alaska? Curtis. Laura?
Inkpa. So I'll present this gift to you since you're our elder here. So what I brought from our area is Chanshashna. This is what we use it in our pipe for when we make our prayers. So this is our traditional tobacco. So how you get this is you take the red willow. During winter, you're not allowed to pick it any other time other than winter when you see the bright red of it. So what you do is you peel away very carefully the red outer bark of it. And between that is a phylum, something like that. It's the piece between the wood. It's between the wood and the bark, the outer bark. And that's what we use for smoking our tobacco, or smoking our pipes, our ceremony pipes. So I'm going to gift that to you. And then also, it's quite traditional to give cloth. So I also wanted to give you guys cloth in a good way. So you guys, I'm not sure what your guys' traditions are, but we make prayer ties that we gift. And then sage from our area that I had picked for ceremony. So I also like to gift that to you guys. Thank you.
So who would like to go next? You guys? You sure? No, just kidding.
As we walk up here. So me and Brandon, we're gonna perform a song for you. And so, yeah, I'm kind of trying this new thing of being vulnerable to people just in general. So we'll do it in 3 parts. We'll pray and then we'll sing a song. And then I'll explain why I chose that song. So I guess I'll open up in prayer. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you for this wonderful time in Alaska for WJEF. And thank you for the time that you could just hold us and carry us whenever we need your help, and that we could cry out to you, and that you won't forsake us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So the song is Lord, I Need You. So you could put up, I don't know, if you want, but yeah.
Work. Can I use this mic? Or when you get on? Okay. Wait, do we have the right song?
Huh?
What's the song called again? Okay, cool. Got it, okay.
We only practiced this like a few times, by the way.
Lord, I come, I confess, bowing here, I find my rest. Without you, I fall apart. You're the one that guides my heart. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteous at verse 2? Or
To teach. I think it's to teach.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
We already practiced this a couple times.
To rise
To you, when temptation comes my way, when I cannot stand, I'll fall on you. Jesus, you're my hope and stay. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour I need you. My one defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you.
my
On defense, my righteousness. Oh God, how I need you. Okay, so I'll explain like sort of why I chose this. Okay, so here's the vulnerableness a little bit. So this last spring, I like struggled with like mental health issues and like, so me and Brandon were actually co-leaders of Native and Varsity at UAA. And so like since I was like struggling, like it was just like, I don't know, I actually had to step down from being a co-leader from Native University, and it was tough to like actually like step down and like just, so like what I was feeling when I actually did that, I felt like I was a failure, and I felt like I was a disappointment and an embarrassment, because like I was like, everyone, all my friends see me when I was like going through the mental health issues, and like it was hard to like face them every day. And so like embarrassment and shame, so all these feelings. And so like for the longest time, like I would only like open up to like literally 4 people, and that was Brandon, Georgina, Chad, and Georgina. Like if they weren't at an event, I wouldn't even be there. Like it was just too hard. And so like last semester, like if it got hard, I would just run. Like I would just hop in my car and just run back to my room, like to a safe place where like I didn't feel judgment, and I didn't feel like I was like embarrassed or ashamed. And like, so I'm kind of, yeah, opening up more. Yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Just kidding. No, so what we wanted to do right now is incorporate a traditional song from back home, and it's kind of reclaiming your roots with the music. And this is.
How Mataki Api. The song we're about to sing is a song I learned at my uncle Gene Tenok Sundance, and it comes from Menominee Nation, I believe. And the person who taught me it, his name's Micah Nicky. So within our way of life, you know, being a songkeeper, as they say, you have to know the origin of the song and who taught you that song, and that's how you have that ability to carry that song. So yeah, me and my kodas here wanted to share the song with you guys.
One last thing I wanted to mention is when you head back to your tribes, your nations, I want you to remember that you still have elders in your community that still hold knowledge of your history. And just remember to go speak to them, talk to them. Because some of our elders still have teachings that have not yet been taught, and they have stories that have not been told, and they still hold that. And I want you to remind yourself that, you know, they're still there, they still want to teach, they still want to be involved. Don't forget your elders. Without them, you wouldn't be here. Without them, you wouldn't be able to breathe today. Without them, we wouldn't be able to come together here today. So I want you to remember your elders, remember where you come from, remember your spirit, remember your identity. Speak your language, sing your songs, remember who you are. Because there's going to come a time when all this is going to matter. There's going to come a time where Mother Earth is going to call us back. And she won't be able to understand us if we can't speak our original language.
Tasoyem gunma akan koi matanada. Hello everyone, my name is Dini Lucero. I'm a student at Haskell Indian Nations University, and I am Kiowa I'm from the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma and the Ridamati Nation of Mexico. I want to first share a small story, and then I'm going to sing a quick tribal hymn, and then I'm going to dance. My Kiowa name's Tasoye Mgunma, which translates to Dancing Blue Star Woman. I was named by my uncle, and I had a sacred ceremony for that. And I remember my uncle telling me that when he named me, he thought about it for a long time, and he was praying about it. And he just really couldn't think of a name, and he just kept praying, and I remember wherever he lived at the time, he said he went outside to kind of think and get a breath of fresh air, and all of a sudden, like, he looked up in the sky, and he seen a star, a really bright, just blue star, and he said that it was dancing and it was twinkling. And he knew right then and there, like, it came to him and God spoke to him, and he said, you know, her name's going to be Tasoye Mgunma, Dancing Blue Star Woman. And I remember when he named me, I just wept, I cried, because my last name, Lucero, that comes from my other tribe, Ridamati. And I didn't really grow up that way. I'm still learning about that tribe, but Lucero, it translates to bright morning star. So I just thank God for that. I just want to encourage all of you. I dressed tonight because this is who I am. I'm Kiowa, and I love to dance. I love to be within my culture, and I feel like you should always come to the Lord. Kiowas call him Daki. You should always come to Daki as you are. He made us unique in our own way. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you're Anishinaabe, you're Creek, you're an artist, you're a scientist. Whatever background you come from, you should always be proud of that. He made us all unique, and he all has a purpose for us. I'm going to go ahead and sing this song. Begyon tadak yai on high gadome, on a montame, on high gadome, on high gada, on high gadome. Begyon tadak yai on high gadome, on a montame, on high gadome. Begyon tadak yai on high gadome, on a montame, on high gadome, on high gada, on high gadome. Begyon tadak yai on high gadome, on a montame, on high gadome. Thank you.
You want that up here or you want down there? Hello, my name is Trace Tathro. I'm from the same place, Anadarko, Oklahoma, but I go to Haskell Indian Nations University. And I'm from the Wichita and affiliated tribes. We're based out of Anadarko, Oklahoma. We moved around. We were in Kansas, then we got moved down to Texas, and then relocated into Oklahoma. And I'm going to sing one of our war dance songs. That song, it just talks about like warriors being out in the battlefield. You know, they're praying, they're thanking God that they're there, that they're alive, that they can fight another day. But most of the time, they just use it as an intertribal or, you know, just a war dance song. And in Wichita, Sutits, it means thank you. So, Sutits.
My name is Eugene Stevens. I'm a Yupik, so I'm from Western Alaska. So, awesome. That must be my cousin right there. She is. The song I'm gonna sing is called Ungu Dangha. It means, I'm just gonna tell the story of the lyrics I'm gonna sing. It says, nighttime has come to me, darkness surrounds me, but the moonlight falls upon me and makes everything beautiful. What I enjoy about that is, if you guys ever seen the movie The Dark Knight, there's this one quote that I remember. It was when they were in their darkest hour, the guy said, "The dark is always the darkest before the dawn." And I don't know what season you guys are in, but Jesus tells us we're going to face hard times, John 16:33, but we can always find peace within Him. And soon, the light is going to break through.
Bonjour, Anin, Ogimaganumu Koshkaj, Nindishnakas, Makizin and Dutam, Miss Kwagami Misaga Iganing, Ishnakadesh, Gonagin Wanjibayan, Niwi Kago Ejitun, Chi Nishnabe Moyan, Bangi Etikona Nishnabam. Hello, my name is Darren Lee Cook Jr. I come from the Red Lake Nation band of Chippewa Indians, otherwise known as Red Lake Nation, Northern Minnesota. I am Eagle Clan, and yeah, I wasn't quite sure what songs I wanted to sing tonight, but I finally decided that I wanted to sing this song. It was a song that I learned not too long ago, maybe like a year or two ago, but it was debuted at the Native American Grammys about 4 years ago by Fawn Wood and like her sister or something like that, I don't know. But it's basically dedicated for missing and murdered and indigenous women, and I just kind of wanted to dedicate that song for MMIW today. So if you guys could get on your feet or just stand up. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but just, you know, rise with me, stand up in respect for MMIW, because it's definitely a topic of discussion that's not easy to talk about, and a lot of people just like to brush that stuff under the rug, and it's definitely important that we talk about that and we memorize that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna borrow this hand drum here and sing this song.
much you really mean to me, mean to me. Hi-yo, he, hey-ya, hey-ya, hey-yo.
Miigwech. Miigwech. Oh, you guys can have a seat. I'd like to invite, I'm sorry, I'd like to invite representatives from the University of Minnesota Morris up. We're gonna gift some people here at the conference.
Miigwech. You guys can stand up by me. I don't want to be alone. Buju Nindinawe Maganag, Angela Nindichiknakas, Morris Ninda. Mako Nindu them. Hello, all of my relatives. My name is Angela. I live in Morris, Minnesota. I'm from the Bear Clan, the Anishinaabe Bear Clan by Boris Fort. I'm a student at the University of Minnesota Morris. There are 20 of us here this weekend. And yeah, seriously, praise God. I'm just so thankful for this entire experience, and we're so grateful from the bottom of our hearts. It's like just a reality of like prayer that got us here, and the gifts from Creator. I'm also thankful for my cousins who have been teaching me the language of our people, and I've realized I am thankful for Mokade Mashkiki Wabu, which is black medicine water, which is coffee, and so I learned that one yesterday, so I feel good about that. So we are just all here. This is just a handful of us, but we're all these gifts we are going to be giving from our hearts. They all have meaning, and they're for very special people. There are many people who made it possible for us to be here. And yeah, so Cindy's going to call the people up all at once, I think. Or maybe we'll do one at a time. Okay, never mind. So I'll pass it off.
Oh. All right, we just wanted to start by thanking Mark Charles just for being a great speaker this morning. It's really important that we all kind of decolonize our minds and learn to think that we have authority rather than power in today's economic society as we live with like oppression and all that other stuff, and colonization and assimilation. And I can go on for a really long time about it, but we just wanted to extend our greatest gratitudes and thank yous and all that stuff with warm hearts and warm minds and good thoughts and stuff to Mark Charles. And I believe a dream catcher for Mark Carl.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to trip you. Thank you. You walk down there and get her after. I think she's. Hi. We'd also like to thank Laura over here. You can stay right there. We'll bring it to you. For sharing her story and being so brave and open about it, and just being so strong and giving her story to us, because it's a story that happens all throughout Indian country, and you really gave like a lot of us and the women here like hope and, you know, to stay strong, and just like you did. So thank you for bringing it down to you.
Do you have more? We would also like to invite Dr. Sukiya to come up. And for some of us, this is the first time that we had heard a story from an elder, and it really touched our hearts. And your jokes really also touched our hearts. So we would like to gift you with a dream catcher that is traditional to our people to help you and bless your dreams. Thank you.
Yeah. Why are your hands so cold?
The next person a lot of us would like to thank is Zach Vincent. Yes. And Zach has just been, I actually just met Zach recently, and he's already been such an encouragement to me and to the Morris chapter just in this time, but it's also for future references for being my coach, my future coach. So that's great. So thank you. And we have a dream catcher as well. The next person we would like to thank is Tim Peterson. So come up here. Tim has a heart of gold, and Tim is the one who really made it possible, one of the people that really made it possible for all of us to be here, and for my parents to be here too. So just very thankful for you and just your heart for us and your giving. And so we would like to offer you a University of Minnesota mug for you to always think of us when you drink your black medicine water. So. And the last person we would like to thank is Megan. So. So when I first emailed Megan, I had no idea who, I didn't realize the amazing person she was. I just saw email Megan for questions, and so I was like, okay, I got a lot of them. And she's one of also the people who made it, one, possible for all of us, but possible for all of us, for this whole event to happen. She has just been such a, I don't know, an encouragement all around, a leader, goodness, woman, you're great. So we would like to thank, we would give you some beaded earrings that one of our students' mom made, Constance Nelson, and then also some wild rice from Rice Lake, Minnesota. So thank you. Thank you. You guys. And so that's all for our university. I also had another student from our university who wants to share a song and asked me to participate with them. So you guys can have a seat. His name's Jared. There he is. He had to really convince me to do this, so this is for you, Jared. It's a more contemporary song. It's a modern song in the Christian church, but this was a song that was, it was like my theme song, right, of last year as a freshman in college. And it's called King of My Heart. And this summer was a really hard summer for me for a lot of reasons. There's a lot of pain and hardness in my heart. And while this song was a song I could sing all of, sorry, I'm nervous, all of last year, there's a part in the summer I couldn't sing the song anymore because I didn't believe the words. There's a lot of pain, especially within reconciling my Christianity and my nativeness and my whiteness all together. To say you are good throughout all of that is hard, but I can sing it now, so if you could join me with this.
My You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna let me down. You're never gonna
Lift your hands up if you believe it. Sing it out.
You're never gonna let me down. 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 And you are good, good. Oh, 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 just a voice singing. You are good. Oh, you are good, good.
He is good, amen. Thank you, Creator.
Miigwech.
Oh, there she is. Come on, Hillary. Oh,
Where's my tambourine?
singing. We're gonna do it afterwards.
I need the tambourine from the session earlier. If anyone knows where it's at.
Good old Tam. Burn. Oh, there it is. I hear it jingling.
I do hear it.
Somewhere. There it is.
Over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sweet. Because I was like, I kind of need the tambourine. Oh, nah, it's all right.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my song. A lot of you already heard it if you came to the songwriting thing earlier. I wrote this song over the summer in 4 hours and then recorded it in 4 hours with this lovely lady right here. We were in Boston doing this WJEF recording studio. It was like the first time ever, and I was blessed to be out there because I had just got out of a car wreck and I had a concussion the whole time I was there. It was fun. So many headaches. And on top of that, I had to think about writing a song and then sing the songs and then record the songs in a week. So it was pretty hectic, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It was really fun. And I wrote this song because, well, it's a mixture of my life and also my culture. My tribe is Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, and my tribe in particular is looked down upon a lot because we were like the first people to walk the Trail of Tears, and everyone was like, you're weak, you walked, you gave in, stuff. But we were just being strategic, like, they're gonna make us go anyway, might as well go. And now we are one of the only 5 tribes that have like our own little nation, so, ha. But yeah, so how I grew up though, I like was the odd one out. Like, I didn't fit in with the Hispanics, I didn't fit in with the African Americans, I didn't fit in with the natives, and the only white people were at my school were rich, and I was not. So they were like, no, be gone. So I've been like not believed in by a lot of people, been called ugly, been shot down and whatnot, and then I like relate with that with my culture and my tribe too, because our tribe is looked down upon, but like we're still strong and we're still beautiful, so whatever. So like I just wanted to like sing this song and like bless people, because I know I'm not the only one, and I'm not the only tribe that has been like persecuted and like brought down and made you think that you were less than what you are. So I just want you guys to know you're all like awesome, and this song is for all of you. Okay. You lost it. All right.
Yeah. That's kind of how we do things with all our music stuff. It's pretty awesome.
We're gonna wing it.
They tell you you're weak, they tell you you're nothing. They tell you give up, you won't accomplish anything. They knock you down, they kick you in your low. The pain is deep and hard to let go.
I thought you did it twice.
Tell you you're weak, they tell you you're nothing. They tell you give up, you won't accomplish anything. They knock you down and kick you in your low. The pain is deep and hard to let go. But you are beautiful and you are strong. You are perfect and yes, you belong. You are beautiful and you are strong. You are perfect and yes, you belong. And now you found God and that changed everything. You were lost but now you sing the song you sing. So you stand tall and know that you're home. And yes, it still hurts, but no, you're not alone. 'Cause you're beautiful and you are strong. And you are perfect and yes, you belong. You're beautiful and you are strong. And you are perfect and yes, you belong. So now we got our head held high. Oh, now we got joy in our lives. Oh, now we got a skip in our beat, a dance in our feet, and now we sing that now we got our head held high. Oh, now we got joy in our lives. Oh, now we got a skip in our beat, a dance in our feet, and now we sing that we were beautiful and we are strong. We are strong. We are perfect, and yes, we belong. Say we're beautiful, and we are strong.
No. Hold on, Hillary. Hillary, can you please stay up here with us? And can Nisha and Baron please join us as well?
Where is Nisha? Oh, she's back there.
She's back there. So, I'm gonna share a quick little story about our experience with WJEF Studio and what we did while we were there in the summer. We knew, as you already know, we went to Boston and wrote and recorded an album, which, you know, that sounds fun and simple, right? But there's a lot. We're already laughing just thinking about it. There's a lot that goes into that. We would come up with our songs, and it was so repetitive. Like, we would take after take after take after take in the studio, same thing over and over, rework our lyrics, and it was just so much time and energy, like all day. Like, none of us got any sleep. And that's mainly just like the studio stuff. But then Hillary here, this wonderful woman, she was driving us around Boston. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever driven in Boston, but the streets there are crazy. I mean, I don't know how many close calls we had because other people were like cutting us off. It was kind of scary. We're like, okay, so if we're gonna get out of here
all the
this
time.
album's gonna be our legacy if we're not careful. So yeah, but it was cool because Hillary kept us safe. She was hauling us to and from the place we were staying to the studio, and she made sure that we were fed. She made sure that we had a place to be, and even after we were gone, like, we were only there for a week dealing with the actual writing and recording process, but she and our sound engineer spent weeks, I don't even know how many hours, I don't think I want to know how many hours, were spent mixing and mastering our record. And it was all because she believed that we could do what we came together and do. And it was just such an incredible experience, and it wouldn't have happened without her vision and her desire to make it happen. So we wanted to honor Hillary with a gift. If you'd please come up here, Hillary. So I brought a couple of gifts that were handmade in Magdalena, Sonora, Mexico, because I live right on the Mexican border, so I brought a couple of gifts here. So,
What are they?
here, look first. So the first one's a handmade decorative tile that we all signed and wrote some notes in the back for her. And the second is this cross. It's also handmade with little bits of tile and steel. And we just wanted to say thank you for everything that you did for us. It was pretty crazy. And you're the best. What? It was awesome. Yes.
BT Dubs, we have CDs for sale. just let you know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like yeah. Also yeah. By the way, back table.
Well, I just want to say that the hope is that this studio idea would become annual, and we'd keep making good and better songs and better recordings. And I've already been hearing amazing music tonight. So if that sounds like a fun thing for you, come talk to me. Okay.
Hello. My name is Sylvia Shakwani, and I'm going to do my best. I'm just learning my Tlingit again, so excuse me. And if I say anything to offend anybody, I'm sorry. So here goes. Yuchat duasak, Tlingit hinach altzin, ach saya, chak ka wasanedi, nacha siti, chakari yari ayachat, sugatini dach chanach chatzitin, kichwan ayachat. My name is Sylvia Shakwani. My Tlingit name is Altzin. I'm from the Eagle Moiety and Wasanedi clan.
I'm a child of Kachari, and I am the grandchild of Sukunedi. I live in Cake, Alaska. And I know my daughter's really good at showing it, but right here is where I'm from. I'm from the southeastern part of Alaska, and I'm with Nations with Donnie and Renee. And when they first started coming, Ashen Shumpelt used to be, it's Ashen Montgomery now. She came and she spoke, she prophesied, and she said, God is going to use you. And I looked at her and I said, Shkahari Glecha what? Which means crazy white woman. You know, I looked at her and she was like, what did you just say to me? And I told her what it was. I said, you don't know what you're talking about, because I'm the kind of person, I don't really like talking to people, but I know the Holy Spirit's helping me. Because God put me in this place for a reason, and I'm so blessed to come to Would Jesus Eat Fry Bread. My daughter went to the one in Minnesota, and she loved it. I couldn't go because of my job. But I'm here now, and to hear everybody talk about their culture and how much they love God, it's blessing my heart. It makes my heart smile. And Donnie and Renee have been a blessing to me. She's my sister. She's my sister from New Mexico. And I've been blessed meeting new people. And in our culture, our town is known as the town that never sleeps. And the reason it's called that is because they used to have potlatches that would last till 6 in the morning. And we'd have food and dancing, music. And I brought food. My mom made sure I brought food. I'm a Tlingit, full-blooded Tlingit. But my mom made sure, she said, bring the food, share it with people. It's up to you if you guys want to try it. There's strips and fresh packed fish. I made a fish spread with it, crackers, jam, tea, seaweed. I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm going to bring it back there to try it because I want to bless you guys, because I've been so blessed coming to this conference. And I know that everybody's going to get something out of this, because I have already. And I pray that the Lord blesses you guys as you leave for home. And in our culture, the way we say God is Dikian Kau, which means man above the clouds. My grandma used to pray, and she'd be saying Dikian Kau, and she'd be praying in Tlingit. And I was touched by that, because I was this little kid that would see her, and she'd be praying there. And she was the kind of person that would welcome people in. And I used to think, I want to be like that. I want to be like my grandma. So, lo and behold, Nations, I get students from all over, natives, non-natives. And listening, Mark Charles did a good job explaining things to me a little more. I learned a lot today. And I was blessed. And if people feel like they have a pulling towards Alaska, Nations Alaska, so. But God bless each and every one of you, and don't be afraid to come try some food. I'll probably have it out there. I know everybody ate lots, but come enjoy some of my food, and God bless you all.
Susie Silversmith Inishka. Honagani, Honagani, I started off wrong. Hold on. Tsanajani Shlon, Honagani, Bashichin, Twadichini Dashanale, Do Twotsoni Dashiche, Le Clagato, Arizona, Date Nasha, Shma Adonaga. Cross Canyon, Arizona, Doe Shijanaga. I just introduced myself, where I'm from the Navajo Nation. My mother used to tell me, whenever you go towards Alaska, she said that there's the Navajos that are living there that talk the Athabascan language. You make sure you talk to them, she said to me one day. And so I was put in boarding school at 6 years old, and I stayed in there for 9 years. And I buried my story. I would never tell anybody not even my children, not anybody else, about the whole thing. But I have a very painful boarding school experience where they stripped me from my clothing. After the boarding school, I never used to wear clothing like this. But I'm beginning to get back into the culture, the tradition that I had, because my parents, they were very traditional people, and they taught us when we were very little, they taught us how to pray in the mornings. We were just babies and walking and up below the 6-year-old age. And they would take us in the morning before sunrise, and they would take us to the east and to say our prayers. And so that they taught us how to pray. And I think that's why I feel like I was saved, even though I went to boarding school. And then they stripped me of my language, who I am, and everything. They had control over me. They punished me for a lot of things. And the older I got in there, I used to run away, and they used to punish me, doing all sorts of punishment to me, and even washing my mouth out with soap and all that. So this was supposed to be buried forever. And one day, I was in Denver. I live in Denver now. Or for 40 years I've been there, and I just go back to the reservation off and on. And so there was a time I had to decide to say anything about the boarding school. I really had a hard time just talking about it. And I just want to honor some people that really supported me during that time. And one of them is Mark Charles. I want Mark to come up here. I know he drinks coffee a lot. Thank you.
Bless you.
And then I got to know a guy here, David Bailey. I know that he works with Mark. And as soon as I got here, I saw him, and I thought, wow, these two men have really encouraged me. Even though I didn't know David, I just felt like he was my brother, just talking to him. And then another family that I really got to know during that time was Donnie and his family. I saw Donnie right there. Now I don't see him. Is Renee. And right now I'm working with children, elementary age and high school, and I encourage them to learn their language, to know everything about who they are in Denver. And I support a lot of youth events that they hold. And so I was thinking of their little ones, the little girls, when I wanted to give them something. And this is for Donnie for his res car. And here's some earrings for the girls. Those are for the girls, and this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
You can.
I love you.
So they made me come out of my shell and speak about my story. And so I was able to, Hillary is the next one. I don't know if she's still here. And I just think of you because you do a lot of work. I know it's hard work working with people, and I just want to give you that for that. Yes. And then I want to call Megan up. And I've met her when Would Jesus Eat Fried Bread was in Minnesota, and that's where I met her. And I just want to give her something too. Megan? She's getting. Oh, okay. And then I would like Shai to come up here. Shai, the one that's in the discussion group for number 8. I think her name's Shai. She's sitting right there. I just want to encourage them because I know that a lot of them were expressing that they didn't really know anything about boarding schools, or some of them did, and some of them, they just knew their grandparents had gone there. And also, Jefferson? Oh, Myra Jefferson. And most of these that I've given out, my sisters have beat it, and some of them were made by them. Thank you. Thank you.
45 minutes later, here I am. Can I get, I don't know your name. Can you, okay. Can I get my Yupik people who were practicing the dance song up here? So who was here at the WJEF at Haskell? Okay, so we shared with you a song, and we're going to share it again, but we're playing it by the original people who composed it, which is a band called Pamyua. Look them up on Spotify, YouTube, Pamyua. They make Yupik songs and other things. So this is their song. We want to dance for you as what is it called? Cultural sharing? Is that what the thing says? What is it called? Okay, culture sharing. But then it's best if we just move these things so it's not distracting you all. So, okay, let me just, 45 minutes later. So we have Frankie. She's from Atmosok. Raise your hand. This is Akyuk. We adopted him. He learned Yupik. He's from North Dakota, and he's all the way in Fairbanks. Don't take this the wrong way, but this is my cousin, Charlie. He really is my cousin. And then we have Gabby, and my name is Caitlin. We're all Yuks, which is person in Yupik, but then, yeah. Is my phone screen still up there? Okay, good.
You can hit play.
It's the triangular shaped one. Looks like a pizza. Pizza. Sideways. On screen. Sucks, right?
Technical difficulties. Okay, Achja, that means shut up.
I thought that was like fitting for the conference because I do feel very thankful because I'm like a poor, broke college kid and I ain't got no money, and somehow our trip got funded, and all 20 of us, I'm from the Morris clan, just kidding, for the university, so all those people that gave some gifts earlier, that's where my school is. So I will stop talking, and like I said, I don't have like a really pretty voice at all, and but I still wanted to sing because I love my church and I love Jesus, and yeah. Right here, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him shall have everlasting life. So this is kind of what that song's about. And then this song was, it's like from the November prayer meeting. My brother Tony sang it, and so that's who's singing. I'm trying to get to it. I'm just gonna play it out loud. I don't really know how this is gonna work. Okay. But okay, before I sing, I have a quick joke. This is, maybe the Alaskan people won't get it, but what did the daddy buffalo say to the baby buffalo before he went to school? Hey! I figured most of you know it, but not that many.
Fine. You could have just played along for me, gosh. I'll go home. I'm just kidding. Okay. It's a short song, and you don't have to stand up or anything. And anyways, I don't know how this is gonna go. Our dear Lord, Savior, Jesus, heal our headache. Many blessings watch over us, heal our headache. We love you, heal our headache. That's kind of harder to do because there's like, whenever somebody sings, they sing 4 more songs. So like, there's a happy birthday song. So anybody wants me to sing you a happy birthday, I will over there where nobody else is listening. Just kidding. Anyways, bye.
Well, there's people here. Okay. Hi, my name's Banik, which means daughter, but my name is Danielle, and I'm from Kipnuk here in Alaska.
Hi, I'm Geraldine Alexi. I'm from Pitkas Point, from Western Alaska.
Okay. We're going to yurak for you guys. We're going to dance for you guys. And I don't know about you guys, but humor is a big part in our culture. But the song we're going to do is called Soldier Boy. And it's like a whole bunch of natives that just got bored and just decided to make a song like that. And so here we go. Nunanek sialuni mani saput kwankuta pil raku kwankuta amlani kwankuta biani na nimfni kiskara kuda anak sarara atiksani na nimfni ay Kwankuta, Anwanika Kwankuta, Bianina Nymphni, Kuda, Anif Sarara, Adipsanina Nymphni, Ay, Brianna Jacknook, thank you. Brianna.
I want them to come to my church. Oh, that's so awesome. Wow. I am having my toe replacement surgery on November 28th. I fell down the stairway at home on January 2nd, and my toe never healed, and then a bone spur had grown in there. So they're going to take the toe out and put a fake toe in there. I'm going to have a faux toe. I'll send you a photo of my faux toe. But it's going to be a huge relief, I'll tell you. I was going to tell you a little joke and then going to play a song for you, but I wanted to share something about my headdress. I have some messages on YouTube, but I didn't put any of them on there. I have no idea who did. I don't even have any idea who filmed them. And I was kind of upset about it because I thought the protocol wasn't right. You know, I think you should at least ask the person, is it okay, you know? And then one day I get a little package in the mail, and it's from Iraq, and a little bubble wrap thing. And I open it up, and there's this pin right here, which is a Special Forces insignia. And there's a little letter in there from this guy named Jim. And he said, I was literally in a foxhole that we had dug in the sand, and there were bullets flying over my head, and I was listening to you on YouTube. I'm not a techno-native. I don't even know how to get to YouTube. He's listening to it in Iraq, and he says, I got saved. And I wanted to send you my Special Forces pin to thank you for sharing your message on YouTube. And I just thought, what a strange, weird deal, right? And I just wanted to encourage you that I think Yahweh has some really wonderful surprises for all of you in this life that we live. Really cool kind of things, right? And I think you're all special forces warriors. That we're in this battle together, right? You're special forces. I was thinking about your story, and I don't love you enough to remember your name, but the sister back here, her story. That's what I say to people when I get a mental block. I just didn't love you enough to remember your name. But I was literally left on a doorstep when I was 6 months of age, and then I went to a home and they took me in, and then at 18 months of age I was put in a residential school till I was 7. And then I was sold along with 375 other Alaskan children. I got sold to a Swedish couple in Minnesota for $3. And when I got to Minnesota, I didn't speak English yet. And so school was really difficult for me, along with the racism. Just the whole language deal was pretty difficult for me. And so my parents gave me piano lessons. And back in those days, the white keys were actually made out of ivory. So it was like my only touch with Alaska was the piano. It was like I could touch my land. And so I had to be told to stop practicing because the piano became my language. And so here's our joke. So you lower 48 people have this thing where you tell all the people down there, you know, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, and if you teach him how to fish, you feed him for the rest of his life. Well, I want you to know the Alaskans have a corollary, all right? If you build a fire, you heat a man for a day. But if you light that man on fire, you heat him for the rest of his life. It ain't right, but it sure is funny, isn't it? Hello? Yep, there we are. Okay, I'm going to sing a song to you. I want you to imagine Yeshua singing this to you. And then I'll sing the second verse. And then on the third verse, because you'll know this song, it was written by a pigmentally challenged guy. Wait for it. Explain it to your neighbor if they don't get it. And so on the third verse, I want you to stand and sing with me, but I want you not to be looking at me. I want you to look at one another when you sing it. So make eye contact with people, all right? You what Yeshua sings to you. Such joy and happiness you bring. Such joy and happiness you bring. You're like a dream. You're like a guiding light shining in the night. You're everything to me. Such joy and happiness you bring. Okay, on your feet. Look around. Sing it with your heart, though. Sing like you mean it, because I think you're all so beautiful. Here we go. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful. Now you got to do the big ending now. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Seberg.
Man, I didn't know if I really wanted to follow up that crazy guy. Now, Sakina and I have been really good friends since 2002 when I met him on a beach in Hawaii. And he was crazy enough to wear his Alaskan outfit on a beach in Hawaii when it was 80 degrees out. So that gives you a clue of the kind of guy he is. I really wanted to come up after all of that real wild Yupik dancing, and you'll find out when I read this prayer that I wrote as a blessing for the WJEF conference. And this is my fourth WJEF conference, and my name is Eric Seberg. I'm a prayer guy. I work for InterVarsity, and it's really special to be in Alaska because the tribal people here are part of the circumpolar community of indigenous people, and that's where my people live, except they live on the other side of the globe in Scandinavia, the Sami people, the reindeer people, who are also indigenous and who have a lot in common with the people of Alaska. So, so I wrote this prayer as a blessing. And the other thing you need to know about me is I really love poetry, and I'm a dancer also. When I was in my 20s, I was going through kind of a low period of my life, and was living in Sweden actually in the time, in Stockholm. And the thing that really blessed me when I was there was I learned how to dance. I was like about 23 years old, and I had never done any kind of dancing, and I took a dance class, and I learned how to waltz and polka and schottisch and do all these old-time dances, and it was really fun. And after that, I became a international folk dancer, and I've been doing it for the rest of my life. So anyways, as I was meditating on this conference, the Lord really brought the spirit of the dance to my mind, and that's why I've entitled this Dance Before Him, a prayer and meditation for WJEF 2017. Father God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, our Creator, our friend, and our divine inspiration, we come before you humbly in this sacred place of God-breathed beauty and wonder, to ask you to partner with us as we learn from one another, fellowship with one another, and delight in our relationship with you and all the tribal nations gathered here for these days. Grace us with your deep, deep love. Renew us with your tremendous strength. Reveal yourself to us in the depth of your wisdom and touch us with the sweetness of your presence. As we all pray together, let us begin in the proper way by acknowledging and thanking our host peoples, all the beautifully formed tribal nations of Alaska, for inviting and welcoming us to this wonderful land and making us feel at home. Thank you to the Athabascan tribes, dwelling at the headwaters, along the rivers, and in the midst of the mountains, to the Eyak, Haida, Simeon, Tlingit nations living along the southern coastline, among the many islands, and their ancient home in the open sea, to the Aleut peoples who live on those lovely stepstone islands stretching far out into the ocean in a beautiful arch, the gateway for so many tribal nations we see here today and who continue to dwell in North and South America. And to the Inuit tribes, the Yupik and Kupik along the west coast, and to the Inupiaq living along the north slope of the high Arctic. Creator God, you knew all these nations before you ever breathed life into them. And like all of the tribes of people in this world, they were created for a divine purpose and destiny. We are honored to be their guests this week, and we are delighted that they were so fearfully and wonderfully made by you, so we can be in fellowship with them for such a time as this. And Father, as I was meditating on this gathering, you reminded me of how much you love all of creation, and especially the beings you created to be workers, teachers, leaders, healers, artists, and co-creators along with you. And I was reminded of how your servant David danced before the tabernacle and how much you loved him for it. And I was reminded of a time when I was young and discouraged and depressed, and how you gave me the gift of dance to break my loneliness and awaken my creative heart. And finally, I was reminded of how much the indigenous nations of this land and all the students gathered here love to drum and to sing and to dance so that their souls are fully ignited and alive. One of your co-creators, an Inuit artist, writer, and poet named Alatuk Ipele, understood this love, which is why he wrote these wonderful words in 2 dancing poems. The first one, called The Dancing Sun, reads like this. There were times in the Inuit land when the sun danced for us. All the Inuits stopped their daily routines at work and sat to watch the sun dance in the Inuit way. The Inuit would sit and admire the smiling sun. The animals, too, it's been known, would do the same. I am a happy sun, he would say, come dance with me. All the Inuit would join hands and dance and dance and dance. The dance would enlighten the minds of the people and prepare them to face the day in joy. It was great to have a sun who danced for you, make you laugh and have a wonderful time. Sometimes the clouds would come and cover the sky, so we couldn't see the dancing sun for several days. But as soon as the clouds were gone with the wind, the sun would appear again and say, come dance with me. All the Inuit would come and dance in joy with the dancing sun who danced in the Inuit way in the Inuit land. And on a night much like this one, he laughed and wrote another poem called One of Those Wonderful Nights. It was one of those wonderful nights when we gathered at the dance house. I recall the familiar sights when everyone laughed and danced and had a tremendous time. The great drums were booming, hands were clapping, and happy faces were rocking back and forth with rhythmic dancing of the woman who had 4 legs. Happy were those days when the women danced all night long without resting for a moment. She gave us so much joy, so much feeling for life, that the hazards of the land were forgotten on one of those wonderful nights when we gathered at the dance house. So Creator Father, faithful Son, loving Holy Spirit, as we also gather together in this sacred place, we invite you to join us this evening in the great dance of life, because it is one of those wonderful nights to be alive in your house, and we wish to dance before you so you can taste our joy at being in your presence. Let us dance before him.
So I'll say my clans. So I am Dene, I'm Navajo, and I am university staff at San Juan College in Farmington, New Mexico. I'll say my clans are Hashashin Shlon, the Kedina Bachachin, which in a Shichet, touching a Chanale, which Ela Dene, Jiscanishle. I mean, Dene has Keenishle. Well, I guess before giving gifts and everything, I just want to be able to share something, share like a brief message, and just want to be able to. I'll give this. Yeah, just want to be able to share this to you guys as a message, and what I see here is people coming from different cultures and language. Each one has something to give, teach, and share good stories. When I was growing up, I was looking for someone to answer my question, can I be native and follow Jesus? I knew stories about the Creator. It was hard to accept that the Christian way on the reservation is that you had to give up your native identity, culture, and traditional way of life in order to follow Jesus. I wanted to say something, but I felt that it wasn't my place to say anything in front of elders, pastors, and people at my church. Then the Creator answered my prayer and took me to people who could answer my question. Some of these people are the people I met at this conference ever since it started in 2012. And I cherished their stories. Most of these stories started when the Creator Son answered their prayers, and their journeys are amazing. Jesus answered my question, and also called Creator Sets Free, wants me to remember who I am, remember my language and culture. I believe Creator Sets Free can restore our culture, language, and never forget where we came from. This historical trauma can stop in this generation, and it will never go on to future generation. So our ancestors have prayed for this to happen. With great compassion and love, I want to bless you all to remember who you are. We will always be on this journey to have the Creator help us every day to understand who we are. We all share our brokenness, and I want to invite you to bring this brokenness to Jesus, who Creator sets free. There is beauty from our brokenness, and Creator wants us to take our pain and renew our identity, culture, and language. So I want to invite you that you can heal today, and by asking for healing, and bring this healing back to your families and your communities. This healing is a life that we should live in the first place. And yeah, I just feel like I just want to be able to share that as a way of a good message. And yeah, just to know like Jesus accept you as who you are and accept you as native, and you should honor that by honoring yourself, honoring the people around you, and honor your family, your elders, and the land too. So, and I also just want to be able to, as we represent Four Corners, I just want to be able to invite the Fort Lewis students, staff, SIPI staff, and San Juan College staff, students. We just want to be able to honor Lauren by giving her a blanket. And we just want to be able to have all of us give you a blanket. If you want to be able to come up here, you don't have to, we'll give you a blanket here. So we just want to thank you for your stories, thank you for just your blessings, and we just want to be able to give you this blanket as a way of honoring you, your home, your family, and future generations too. So thank you so much. And I guess we have some gifts from Four Corners. We just want to be able to invite, I guess, the host people. You know who you are, so the four people that came, the 4 people that were involved. Well, thank you. So I guess Trisha, Curtis, and what was it?
That other guy.
That other guy. Cynthia. Is Cynthia here? Did she left? And Curtis, is he here? He's not here. Oh, he's not here? Oh, okay. So we just want to be able to give you, trying to think. Yeah, I just want to give you Navajo tea. Navajo tea, just be able to give you tea, and we just want to be able to give you tea as well too. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And also, we just want to be able to give you. We also want to be able to give you pinions. So, pinions. I don't know if you had pinions before.
You're not allergic to nuts, are you? Huh? You're not allergic to nuts. Oh. Thank you.
No. Yeah. Thank you.
Shake, shake, shake.
And yeah, we just want to be able to, as we're up here representing Four Corners area, we just want to be able to invite Mark Charles. So we just want to give him the sand painting and some pinions too, since he's in Washington, and there's no pinions in Washington.
As far as we know. I had to bribe a senator. There might be one somewhere, but that's the debate.
So Mark, just want to thank you for everything, and just want to thank you for just keeping the tradition of WJEF alive. So thank you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
All right, I think that's about it. So thank you so much.
Earlier today, we gave Laura her Navajo tea, so she has her Navajo tea.
Hey guys, so it's 9:30. This next group is going to be the last group, and then the people who are staying at extended stay hotel, you guys gotta go on to this shuttle first, and then after that, everybody else could go. So that's all. Here's the next group.
Hello. I'm up here because Danae said she wouldn't come up unless I did, but she said I had to attempt to pronounce my Yupik name, so everybody look at Caitlin as she laughs at me, because it's Koingalak Ungak, which means Redbeard, which I actually got from Danae's mom. So it's a silly name, but it means a lot to me. So we're going to do a song for you guys, and I'm actually going to call out River and Jeremiah, because you're the only two not from Scammon who are up here, so you might as well just come up. He's shaking his head no, but he might. So we're going to do How He Loves, and we're going to put the words up on the screen. Danae's going to play, and Chance is going to be who you follow, not me. So if you guys want to just introduce yourselves, and then we'll go.
I'm Danae Ulak, and I'm from Scammon Bay. I learned how to play the guitar about 2.5 years ago. My dad taught me. These songs I've learned by myself because my parents were mostly in Anchorage. My mom had to get chemo. While they were gone, it was so hard for me. But I learned these songs because it helped me get through it.
Good evening, people. I'm Chance Hunter, and I'm from Scammon Bay. And everybody here on stage, these four, we're all blood family, so we're all first cousins, and I'm the oldest out of all of them. This is our first time attending the WJEF, so we're pretty excited to be here and to see the different people. And what God has laid on my heart, just seeing you guys here, let me share a verse with you guys real quick. This is a reading from the 1 Corinthians 14:26. It says, "What then, brothers? When you come together, each one has a hymn, a lesson, a revelation, a tongue, or an interpretation. Let all things be done for building up." So, so it's just amazing to see each of us here gathered to learn about each other, to lift each other up, not only by learning of ourselves, but by glorifying God being here. So, and I'm going to be the lead singer. I'll give the mic to the other guys.
I'm Jeremiah Karanak. Well, I would say Rivers, but Danae would get mad at me. And Rivers is my family last name, but tonight I'm going to be Jeremiah Karanak for Danae.
Well, my name is Rivers Simon. I'm from Scammon. And I gotta share about the story I had. So in 2016, I changed it. 2014. In 2014, I found out that I had scoliosis, and I'm here still, and I'm happy to be here. And if I didn't have that surgery, I would have been paralyzed right now, and I'm happy that I'm still here. Thank you.
Okay, hello, whoa. I'm Sunny Shavings. I'm not from Scammon Bay. I'm from Aquaric, Alaska. It's on Nunavut Island, and we're gonna sing.
Oh, by the way, we're from the Yupik and Chipik region, so we're from the southwest part of Alaska, and the yellow part. So basically, I'll give a little brief description about what the Yupiks and Chipiks are. So we basically are people. We're very mobile people, and we depend on seasons. So God has provided us the opportunity and the ability to hunt animals, and each season we do a lot of subsistence gathering, fishing, and we're just blessed to be Yupiks. Yupik and Chipik mean real people, and saying that Yuirak is the way of life, and the elders are the people who teach us the way of life, and they also teach us survival skills and our heritage. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if all of you guys can stand, please. You guys got to get stretching, huh? Okay. Okay. Okay.
He is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. When all of a sudden I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. And oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. He is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. When all of a sudden I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory, and I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. And oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. And we are his portion, and he is our prize, drawn to redemption by the grace in his eyes. If grace is an ocean, we're all sinking. So heaven meets earth like an unforeseen kiss, and my heart turns violently inside of my chest. I don't have the time to maintain these regrets when I think about the way he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. Yeah, he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves us. Oh, how he loves. He is jealous for me. He loves like a hurricane. I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy. All of a sudden, I am unaware of these afflictions eclipsed by glory. I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. Oh, how he loves us so.
Thank you.
Or could I just do like parts again? It's like a 1 minute course.
I'm really sorry. It's fine. They told me that they can't. Nobody. I'm sorry. Okay. So this ends the night. But I have an announcement for you guys. Hold on. So anyone that is going directly to the airport tomorrow night, make sure that you pack your stuff tonight and then you check out of your room tomorrow morning.